How would you cope, Karl, in a war situation? Ignore the mechanics of being a soldier. I'm talking about the fear. I mean, these men and women are brave beyond compare. Constantly under duress.
I was told he had good pain threshold.
By whom?
A woman at that face rub place I went to.
Right.
She, because they ask you when you go in. She said, what's your pain threshold like? I said, I don't know. Try and avoid it. She was going, yeah, but, you know, would you say you're very, very good, medium, or bad?
I can't imagine you getting hurt much because the signals to the brain, you've got, you know, it's dulled, isn't it, with you? So you don't really...
Yeah, but then Suzanne always moans at me when I'm going, oh, God, my wisdom teeth is aching. She's going, oh, shut up.
She's saying, you haven't got any wisdom teeth, you dopey cunt.
No, she just always goes, I had it, and I didn't make a fuss, but it's one of them things that you can't get through to people pain, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they don't know what your pain threshold is. So, like I say, I've got brilliant pain threshold. I'm saying my tooth's hurting. She's saying, oh, shut up. But she doesn't know. I think I've talked about it before about giving someone the pain that you've got. So you go, there, have a feel of that. I'm in agony here.
Yeah, but you've made it up that you've got a high pain threshold. This isn't... This is not a scientifically
the woman told me. The woman told me.
Well, does she know?
Because I haven't got to it yet. When I had the face rub, she was sticking electric into my head. And she was going...
What sort of place is this? This wasn't a spa?
No, it was. It's what we do now.
Jesus Christ!
What, she I don't know, so she just plugged something into the mains?
She plugged something in and rolled it
Did she have an assistant called Igor? Was it in a castle in Bavaria?
She plugged this thing in, rolled it over my head, and said, is that hurting? I was going, no. And she went, oh, right. And she said, and then by the end of it, she said, look at that, I had that on full. I said, what is it? She said, it's an electric current. That does something. I was going, really?
That does something. She's a scientist.
And
she's a maniac.
She said, no, when you fill out that form, just put you really good at pain threshold.
Put you really good at pain. You're going to come again? Well, yeah, 50 quid. Let's try it on your testicles next time.
So, you know...
Sorry, how was this? What was this supposed to be achieving?
It was like a face rub.
You've gone in for a facial and she's testing out what your pain threshold is?
Well, that's what I said. I said, hang on a minute, what do you mean? It's meant to be relaxing, this. Yeah. You normally have whale noises happening, and now it's going to be me screaming. She said, no, it's just, you know, we have to ask, we have to make sure, because there is a bit of pain. Well, you know, heat is heat into these hot cloths. Bit of a rub.
Bit of thumb screws. Let's get the thumb screws out now.
And plus all that kidney stone pain that I had.
But you just were in agony when you had the kidney stones. I don't remember you having this triumphant pain threshold. You gave up instantly.
Whinged and whinged.
Yeah, because you have to get seen. If I go in there and I'm going, I'm in agony, and they're going, you don't look like you're in agony. I'd be at the back of the queue. So you have to go in and go, and they're going, quick, get him in. So pain threshold is good for yourself, but it's not good for other people.
So you were bullshitting? You didn't feel pain at all?
I was in agony, but I can hold it off. I can sit there and be quiet and have a sweat on. But if you do that in a hospital waiting room, it'll be the little div who's coming with a pan on his head, who's screaming saying his head's throbbing. That's what I'm saying. So to get seen, you have to put it on. It's like a baby crying. There's nothing wrong with it. What's he crying for? He's probably hungry. Well, I'm hungry. I'm not crying. But that's what they use, isn't it, to get attention.
So you're braver than a baby, is what you're saying. You're braver than a baby. That's all we've established here.
In some cases, not in others.
When you fill out the form.
Not in others. Sometimes babies are braver. When are babies braver?
You can chuck them in a pool when they don't panic. I'm rubbish.
Sorry, will you leave my baby alone? No, I'm doing an experiment. Mr. Pilkington, will you stop throwing children in the pool?
No, babies.
You're barred from this swimming pool from now on.
I mean babies. It's the same way you can chuck one out of a window and it can land and it won't break its back.
No, that's not true.
Do not do that.
Do not do that.
If you are a maniac
you
listening
cannot
to this...
throw a baby out of a window.
It's just what
Where do you hear that? You're thinking of a cat. And don't throw cats out. Don't throw any living thing out of a...
You can't throw a baby out of the window and it won't break its back. What are you talking about?
No, it's just there's a certain height. It's all about us tensing up. We tense up, don't we? It's like how once someone who fell out of a plane, they passed out, and because they passed out when they landed, they were relaxed. They woke up, they were like, oh yeah, what happened then?
Someone fell out of a plane? That's bollocks.
It's not, honestly.
How far was the plane?
Oh, high up. It's a plane, isn't it?
Well, what's the lowest height that a plane could be at?
Even if it was at 30 feet, that's a height, isn't it, to fall without...
Yeah, exactly, but if it was higher...
Was the plane just on the runway?
No, it was iron up. It was high up enough.
Is this where you went for the holiday? We're going to high up enough. Fuck me. Can't even talk.
So, yeah, pain threshold. I'm very good at it.
So, would you say you've ever been brave? Because I was thinking, before we did this, I can't think of a time when I've ever been brave. I don't think I've been cowardly. I've just never been in a situation where I needed to be brave, particularly. And I've always managed to avoid fights, conflicts.
Yeah.
See, when I was in Salford, I'd nipped to Greg's to get a pasty. I heard some bells going off. I came out, just thought, I don't know what that is. Went over to the car, sort of thinking, I can't wait to have this pasty when I get home. Cup of tea, nice cup of tea, maybe a bit of bread.
I love the fact that his head was just filled with food because he was buying food and thinking food. When he's eating, I'm thinking, I'm eating food. Just one big globular mess of food cells in his head for the duration of the food experience.
I can remember that food thought going on now, and it was probably like 15 years ago. But I remember how happy I was. I'm out of the Greggs, I've got what I want, I'm on my way home, this pie's hot, it's going to be hot when I get home, it's going to be a nice cup of tea, bread.
These are the things you save, and yet you forget really important facts.
Yeah, he doesn't know why wars are happening, but he does remember this.
Yeah, but listen, this is why I remember it. Like I said, you forgot the bit that I said. A bell going off. I don't know what's going on there. I'm walking over the road, put the key in the car, I turn round, bloke comes running out the post office, obviously the bell's gone off, he's got a big shotgun, balaclava on, and he stops and looks at me. He's there with a big gun in his hand, and he's looking at me. And I wasn't scared. I just was thinking, does he want me pie? I remember thinking, if he said, I want that, I'd have to give it up.
So a man with a gun.
I told Suzanne, she said no, he was probably thinking about nicking your car. He's got.
What,
his
he
key.
didn't have a car ready? He came,
No,
he had
he
the
legged it.
balaclava, he had the balaclava, the gun, and he goes, fuck me, I forgot the car.
In the end, he sort of ran off down the back alley.
I love the fact that he looked over at you for a split second and you thought he might be interested in your
Was
pie.
there other people around? Were you sure this happened and you weren't reading a comic book?
No, it happened.
And so he looked you in the face. He saw
through
you.
his balaclava, he made eye contact. I looked at him. Everything sort of stopped for a minute, and then he just sort of legged it off down the back alley.
And what did you do? What did you say to the police when you obviously were?
I didn't. I just went.
Well, you were a witness to the crime.
Have me pie. Like I said, it was warm. It's not going to stay warm forever, is it?
But when it was on Crime Watch a few weeks later,
No,
said
it wasn't. That's what was weird. I said to Suzanne, let's watch like Ground Reports tonight, see if I'm on the telly or anything. Nothing. Didn't even get reported.
Why would you be on the telly if you just ran
Just
away?
didn't say CCTV or something like that. If I was involved in it, they went, this happened today in Salford, outside Greg's. Are you this man with the pie? I wanted to make sure I was well out of this one. Because Suzanne sort of said, should you get involved? But you shouldn't get involved, because then I'm at risk, aren't I? Nobody was killed.
You are. We're back to Bravery again, aren't we?
Yeah, here's Bravery.
Go on then.
Next door but one, there's a fella there. He likes a drink. He came home late one night, banging on the door. Obviously forgot his key. He was trying to kick the door in. I looked out the window, going, who's that? Thinking someone's breaking in. Right? I see it's in. I saw all the curtains twitching. He just went back to bed. Now I kept an eye on him. He kicked so hard, he fell back, dropped his curry, landed in the road.
Dropped his curry.
Right.
Oh God! Why didn't he get a pie from Greg's? Because that lands and it's still fine.
So, anyway, he passes out.
Right.
Curry all over the shop.
Yeah.
Head in the road. Cars come down that road.
Yeah.
Sometimes pretty fast.
Yeah,
It's
of
night
course.
time. You could get his head squashed.
Yeah.
Like I said, curtains are still a twitching. No one's a helping. I go out there and I go, you all right? You all right? And he's totally off his head. He's obviously had a a right skinful. He's going, where am I? Where am I? I'm going, you're outside your house, but you've got to get off the road because you're going to get squashed. So he's like, and he could hardly move, so I sort of picked him up, sat him on the pavement, sort of picked up the curry and stuff. Suzanne came out, what's going on? I said, look at him, he's in right state. Anyway, he's sort of coming round a little bit. In the end, I said, where's your keys? Got him in his house, job done.
But that's not bravery.
That's not bravery.
There was no
There's
threat
no-
to
there's
you.
no-
It's just put yourself out of it for 2 minutes.
It is bravery because he's out of his head. He could have thought I was attacking him. He could have swung at me. Now, the good
He's
thing
lying in the road, unconscious, covered in curry. This is not a threat.
it is a threat. I'm out on the street late at night. Someone could have come round the corner and thought I was mugging him.
And
then
what'd
they
they do?
attacked me.
Why would they attack you? They take
Because they
back
think, what are you doing? People don't ask questions because you're not allowed to. Like with the sergeant, they chip in straight away. I know what's going on here. No, you don't. You don't know the full story. He's pissed up and his curry all over it. It isn't blood, it's masala. You hear about this all the time, misunderstandings. Now, I helped him. The day after, he remembers, he comes round and he gave me some mincemeat that he had left over.
I love this! Where do you live? This is amazing! Oh my God!
So the thing is, it goes to show that I put myself out, he appreciated it, he said, you're right, you know, the way Karl's come round here, I'd had a bit of a week, you know, I'd had a lot to drink, good on you. Then no one else chipped in. Now, it is bravery, kind of, because no one else went out there and helped. You didn't even know about that. It's only because you just asked. It was ages ago. I don't shout about it. I don't want an award. Have a go hero. I don't want any of that. I just did my
There's
bit.
no have a go hero about it.
Did you take the mincemeat?
Yeah, I did, yeah. It was good stuff.
Yeah. That's better than award and away, isn't it?
I told him that. So, it depends. I think there's different ways.
Bag of mincemeat! I love that!
I was saved by a bald man. Slaughter my finest pig and mince the meat and send it to him.